Welcome back to more Sip2Tally and the Power Rankings. And today, we're going to talk about team number 7. We're getting almost down to number 1. But before we get to team number 7, let's take a look at teams number 32 through team number 8. I'm going to get my mouse in the right order so I won't mess these teams up again. Team number 32, the Los Angeles Rams. Team 31, Detroit Lions. Team 30, Washington Commanders. Team 29. See, I messed up. Team 30, Arizona Cardinals. Team 29, Washington Commanders. Team 28, Carolina Panthers. Team 27, Indianapolis Colts. Team 26, New England Patriots. Team 25, Las Vegas Raiders. Team 24, New York Giants. Team 23, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Team 22, Houston Texans. 21, Jacksonville Jaguars. 20, Denver Broncos. 19, Tennessee Titans. 18, Green Bay Packers. 17, Minnesota Vikings. 16, Pittsburgh Steelers. 15, Atlanta Falcons. 14, Los Angeles Chargers. I always want to say San Diego. 13, Miami Dolphins. 12, Chicago Bears. 11, New York Jets. 10, Seattle Seahawks. 9, Cleveland Browns. 8, New Orleans Saints. And team number 7, Cincinnati Bengals. Let's get into why I have the Cincinnati Bengals ranked as the 7th ranked team on the More Sip2Tally Power Rankings. As I put my watch on silent mode here. Let's get into their quarterback room. I have their quarterback room ranked second. Joe Burrow. I'll make this bigger so I can see his backups. Old eyes. Trevor Siemian, Jake Browning. But I have their quarterback room as the second best quarterback room in the NFL. Joe Burrow, the proof is in the pudding. There's not much to talk about. Last year, give you some numbers for Joe. 4,475 yards, 35 touchdowns to 12 interceptions. AFC Championship games, Super Bowls, he's starting to make a name for himself. His body of work after his rookie year when he hurt his knee, I think, he's starting to put together a good body of work in his young career so far. I don't really need to just keep elaborating about Joe. Joe's pretty damn good. There's no way to be around it. Joe's the guy. Joe Kugel he's a dude. He's a dude's upper echelon quarterback in the NFL, and that's why I have the Bengals quarterback room ranked number 2 in the NFL. All right, let's move over to their running back room. In their running back room, they have Joe Mixon, Chase Brown, Travion Williams, and Chris Evans. I have their running back room ranked 15th. Joe Mixon's coming off a 814-yard year. They lost Samaje Perine to it, so they replaced Perine with Chase Brown and Trayvon Williams. 15th ranked running back room, because I don't think Joe Mixon. Let me say this: Joe has the potential to be one of the best running backs in the league. Why he doesn't give us that on a week-to-week basis, I don't know. But anything you want a running back to do, Joe can do. Why he doesn't do it or why it doesn't show up on Sundays, I do not know. I don't watch every Bengals games. Maybe a Bengals fan can tell you like what is going on with Joe. But as a casual Bengals watcher, maybe 3, 4, 5 games a year, Joe can do anything on the football field a running back is asked to do. Why it doesn't happen every Sunday or most Sundays, I do not know. But I have them ranked 15th. Well, that running back room ranked 15th on my More Sip2Tally Power Rankings. Going to the wide receiver room. You already know. It's the best wide receiver room in the NFL. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd. They added one of my favorite guys from the draft class, Charlie Jones from Purdue. I don't think Charlie's going to have a big role, but I just wanted to say that because I like Charlie Jones. But Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, there's not a better receiver group in the NFL. It's just not. Chase, 87 catches, 1,046 yards. Played 12 games. Missed 5 games. T. Higgins, 1,029 yards. Missed 1 game. Tyler Boyd, right just under 800 yards. Missed a game. And they had better years the year before that. Let me see if I mess this up by going back a year. I think I can go back a year without messing it up. Go back to 2021. Let's see what they give you. 2021, Jamar Chase, almost 1,500 yards. Tyler Boyd, a little over 800 yards this year. T. Higgins, another 1,000-yard season. They number 1, man. Best receiver room in the league. Let's go on to the tight end room. They lost who was the tight end last year? I'm trying to think of his name. He started with the Ravens. What's that kid's name? Hayden Hurst. They lost Hayden Hurst. So they replaced Hayden Hurst with Irv Smith, who I think came from the Vikings. They got Drew Sample and Devin Asai. I have their tight end room ranked 23rd. Had they kept Hayden Hurst, I think I would rank it higher. But I need to see more out of Irv Smith. I don't think he's lived up to the expectations coming out of college. I have their tight end room ranked 23rd. Let's move to the O-line. Now, the O-line has been one of the weak links on this team for a while. They've taken steps to address that. They're in their O-line room now. They've signed Orlando Brown, who started with the Ravens, spent a year or two. I don't know if it was 1 year or 2 years with Kansas City. I think it was 2. And now this will be his first year with Cincinnati. They have Jonah Williams also as a backup. They have Lyle Collins. They also have Ted Karras, Alex Kappa. And at right guard, Cordell Folson. So they've upgraded at O-line, and they seem to have a little depth, which they didn't have in the past. Now, their O-line is not great, but it definitely doesn't suck like it used to. So with that being said, I think I have them at the 13th ranked O-line in the NFL. They have severely upgraded their O-line, and is this going to be enough to put them over the hump and get them that Super Bowl? We'll see. But they have upgraded at the O-line position, which has been one of their Achilles heels over the past 2 or 3 seasons, because they've had the skill positions to win it all. The O-line has failed them in recent history. Let's go to the defensive side. ESPN has them ranked as a base 4-3 team. So let's talk about the front 4. Now, and y'all know I'm a huge fan of what's my guy's name? I was watching them before I went to bed last night. Shoot. See that old brain, you have brain farts. But anyway, he does a bunch of NFL film stuff. And he's doing a thing with similar to this, I guess, with all the teams. And he has the Bootleg Football Podcast. I can't think his name. But anyway, and I'll put the words on the screen, because by the time I can do the edits, I'll remember the name and put it up there. But he talked about DJ Reader. And I even said it during the season last year. When DJ Reader is in the lineup, the Bengals defense was totally different. I mean, totally different. When he's out of the lineup, you can pretty much do what you want with him up the middle. Like when DJ Reader is playing in the middle, their edge guys are so much better, because you can't just run up the middle. But when Reader's out, you can run up the middle, do what you want, and toss them around, and you can almost have your way with them. But when you plant Reader in the middle of that defense, the whole defense changed, because now you can't just run up the middle, and now you got to get in pass situations, and now Hendrickson, Hubbard, and those other guys can hunt. Then on top of that, and I'm gonna get to the numbers in a minute. I'm talking a little ball, so I get carried away. On top of having Reader there, now your linebackers are free to roam. You don't have the guards and centers getting on top of the linebackers and having them blocked. So with Reader there, because you got a double team them, now you got your linebackers free to roam, shoot gaps, make tackles. Reader is one of the most underrated defenders in the NFL. And with all that being said, which you probably don't even care about, you just want the number, I have their defensive line with Reader, Hubbard, and Henderson. Add B.J. Hill to that group. They got Miles Murphy too. They added him up. He's the rookie. Ranked 8th. Their D-line edge group I have ranked 8th in the NFL. Let's go to their linebacker room. In their linebacker room, they got Logan Wilson, Jermaine Pratt, and you mix in a little bit of Keem Gaither-Davis, who's fast as all. Well, all three of their linebackers fast. I have their linebacker room ranked 5th. It's a pretty good linebacker room to go on top of that defensive line edge group. And you know, we get this far in the countdown, this close to number 1. You're gonna have multiple groups with single-digit rankings, whether it be top, 5 or whatever. But you're gonna have multiple groups with single-digit rankings. Defensive line group 8th, linebacker group ranked 5th. I really like Logan Wilson, Pratt, Gaither. Those guys get after it. They do. They play good ball over there, man. They do. They really do. And it's amplified even more when DJ Reader's in that lineup. It really is. He's the key to unlock all of their defense. He really is. All right. Let's go to their cornerback room. Cornerbacks. They got good corners when they're healthy. Owuzie is a good corner. Cam Taylor-Britt, good corners. Mike Hilton as a third corner, good corners. I got their cornerback room ranked 5th. They got 3 guys that can get in there and work. They got rid of the most hated guy in the NFL, which I love. And they still got 3 guys in there that can cover. They do. So I got their cornerback room ranked 5th. 5th. Now, to the weak link. Their secondary. I mean, not the secondary. Their safety room. This is the weak link. They got Dax Hill, who will be his second year. And they got Nick Scott. Those 2 guys I have no faith in. I think they're going to be the weakest part of the defense. They're going to get toasted on a regular. I got them ranked 30th. Their safety group is the bad part of that defense, and maybe the reason why they don't go all the way if it don't get addressed. And they may pick somebody up, or they may just come up and play better football. But right now I have their safety group ranked 30th. And if not for their safety group, they probably would be higher up on this countdown. But let me run through every position group and let you see it on the screen, and that way you can kind of see, because they got multiple single-digit position groups. But that tight end group and that safety group is what brought them, I guess you can say, down to 7 and didn't have them ranked higher. Quarterback room ranked 2nd, Joe Burrow. Running back room 15th. Wide receivers ranked 1 with Chase, Boyd, and Higgins. Tight ends 23rd, O-line 13th. The D-line edge group is 8th. The linebackers room 5th. Cornerbacks 5th. And the safety room is 30th. Put it all together, it averages out to be 11.33333, which puts them at 7th on the list. And your Cincinnati Bengals are the number 7th team on the more Sip2Tally Power Rankings. And again, if you have not liked the video, please do so at this time. Hit that subscribe button if you have not done so, and hit the bell so you can be notified when the top 6 teams come through. We're less than a week away from number 1, so make sure you be here to get the top 6. And if you have not done so, put the top 6 left. You know what 6 teams you haven't seen, so see if you can guess the top order and put it in the comment section. And again, I'll see you guys tomorrow at 6. Peace out.